Welcome back through the glass. We are indeed through the transparency of that glass, yeah? Awesome. Hi, Xiisa.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. Are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah,
You took
I'm
a
it's
side
just,
before that.
yeah, I'm relieved that you're here.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm always thinking about you when I want to talk again. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for. I'm ready for always,
If you're
always,
here,
always.
it means I want to talk. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Welcome. I'm Xiisa, and yeah, through the glass.
Lady Mpho with you.
Uh-huh.
Lovely, lovely. So,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, is there anything such as a gift of choice or the gift of choice? Or because I read this somewhere, I saw it wasn't even a quote. It was some writing somewhere. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. Okay, and then I knew where to go with it.
Shoot.
I can't wait to see Xiisa.
Come. Higher.
Okay, but what do you think? Can we say choice is a gift?
Sure. No, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I feel yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel.
I wonder if choice is really a gift, because I saw it, then obviously it sparked something in me, right? And then I remembered, because I'm Christian,
Yes.
and my mind took me to that scripture that speaks about, or rather, where God says, I have set before you life and death. Choose life. I have set before you blessings and curses. Choose life, or choose the right one, and I'm just paraphrasing for those who have never read the verse, and for all our Christian fans, don't kill me for not quoting it right. But I'm sure you get the idea.
Yes.
Yeah. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I guess choice is a gift. Maybe we just don't know it, that we have that gift. But if the Creator Himself said, I have placed blessings and curses, choose what? Choose the blessing. He told you. But then He didn't even force it down your throat. Because why? Why do we say He didn't even force it down our throat? Because we still end up making the wrong choices. Like, I've made many, many wrong choices, But I'm not punished for it, and I'm not taken out of the game for it. And I'm still here. And I find that every day is a choice. So, is choice a gift?
Okay. Because we both Christians.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
From that context, yes.
Okay.
It's a choice.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
Okay.
It's a gift. But now, here's what I wanna throw at you. How do I identify, or how do I use it, or when do I use it?
And maybe that's not what we're schooled at, even.
Are we don't even think we have a choice most times.
Maybe it's then we don't know how to identify a space of choice, or I never know when I should be making a choice. Yeah.
And just because it's a question doesn't mean it's a choice. Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
You're taking a sum. Let's come
what
back.
are you getting?
Let's come back.
What are you getting?
No, I'm just thinking. Most of the time, when you hear a question, like when I ask you a question, it feels like you should respond because it's a question.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And now there are situations where things happen. I'm like, I didn't have a choice. What choice do I have?
I hear you. I hear you.
And I know you're a strong believer of choice. I know.
I always say,
I
but
come
you
with
made a
you
choice.
with
You made
problems,
it.
and you're like, you made that choice. I'm like, but it wasn't my choice. You have a choice.
You know, I think I walked into this space of believing like that
Okay.
when I got exposed to a certain situation, yeah, and in that situation, unfortunately, I can't talk about the fullness of that situation, but in that situation, there was like I didn't notice that there's this and that, but I think I may have just at a glance just went through and went to that, nah? And then when the consequences of that hit me, this person that I was with then said, "But you do realize that you made a choice, right?" And I was like, I didn't even make a choice. I just took what seemed to be right. And they said, yes. That because you can even use the word seemed to be right. Your subconscious told you that there's two things.
But
You went to this seemed to be right. So what we are not aware of is we are not aware that we are not taking time to calculate what could happen if I take this one, and what could happen if I take this one. What would not happen if I take this one, and what would not happen if I take this one.
But do we have time though?
Now, I love that question because it's not everything that needs you to have an hour to think about or 5 minutes to think about, or and that's just the beauty of life. And I'm hoping that we'll understand and get this. There are moments where you need to respond now.
Yes.
Your mind is designed in a way that it can speed make a choice.
Okay.
For example, when you have to decide when I'm thinking of a teenage example, even a teenager's example right now, and I hope my teenagers will get this one. When we are at a moment where it looks like we're about to get into the sheets.
Okay.
Ne? He said, I must prove this, and there's those moments, ne? Right there. You don't have 5, 10, 15 minutes to think about this. Your mind will tell you, you've already thought about this before, this has happened before, you don't want to do this, or you have heard this before, you were told this can't happen, and then your mind says all of this. He's continuing to speak, he's talking, or you are even talking back, but your mind is engaging you. You are then going to make a choice within yourself to say, no, but it won't be that bad. No, but but he really needs to know. Do you understand what you're doing now? You have engaged yourself internally, but you also engaged externally with this person. So, uyasefa amathoughts wakho. At the end of all of this that's going on, you're going to verbalize your choice and say, okay, I'll stay. Oh, okay, I'll listen to you. Okay. And what happened there? You didn't need an hour or 5 minutes. And that's the beauty of how you've been designed. Your mind, again, can speed make choices. You don't even have to stop and think about it. And let's move it forward. Let's take it to. I had an accident 2 years ago, and how it had happened. How it happened was, and I won't take you through this whole thing, but when just a millisecond or 2 seconds, I don't remember, I don't recall the time exactly, but just before that car hit me, I knew it was going to hit me. I can sit here now and say, I heard the Lord says, say he's gonna hit you. This is what you must do. Like literally, this is what you must do. Where is this happening? He's not standing there and telling me, but at that moment, in my being, I heard this. So remember, this guy is coming, and I'm having this internal conversation, and I'm thinking, okay, he just said, I'm gonna get hit. Okay, I could go this way because to me it seemed clearer that way to turn my car that way. But I could turn my car that way or this way. Or I could literally freeze and brake. Or those are the choices that are around, You are supposed to act. You must do something. Okay, so I made a choice of listening. So when I was thinking, I can turn this way, and the same voice, the same notion that said to me, he's going to hit you, said, that's too far. You won't make it. I made a choice to listen. And I turned. At the moment that I'm turning, again, this is playing out, but there's a conversation here. I'm engaged in it, and okay, so we're going to turn this way. So as I turn that way, at that nearly drop size of a split second, my car was hit in a way that I wasn't injured. But it's amazing. It's amazing how the whole thing played out, because it got so bad from the outside. It looked so horrible. So you were supposed to be dead. You're supposed to be gone. Or at least you're not supposed to be even having your legs. That's what it looked like. But what I'm trying to say is we don't even need so much time to can make a choice, especially a choice that matters. Some choices they differ, situations differ, of course, but there's those choices, like the one I'm explaining meant that I needed to be fully present to the situation to can hear what is it that I need to do, and that's how I was spared, right? Even the other example with the teenagers, there's still a momentary, there's still a choice. There's still a moment of choice where you can say, what is the right thing to be done? So yeah, I just think, I think, and maybe I can say I believe, because yeah, that's I think that's my stance. Now, we do get the gift of choosing, and what makes it to be something that we're not aware of is because it's that we don't know that we can choose, or we don't even take enough time to can look at what is the choice here, and yeah, does it make sense?
It does. But is there? I'm gonna talk your accident.
Okay.
Right. So God told you that's too far, right? And so is there a bad or good choice, or it's only a matter of the situation, or the is there such thing as a bad and a good?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It would have been bad for me to ignore that.
Oh yeah.
That way is,
Got you.
you're not gonna make it. It would have been a bad choice. And now I don't know that a choice is a bad choice until I've gone through it. Then I can call it a bad choice. But at that moment where it's current, it's present, you haven't made a choice. Your gift is the gift of time, that you can take that moment, take the time and say, I'm going to be present. I'm going to think about what's going on here. What is going to serve me better here, And you can think about it with anything, with something as light as food, Is it a good choice to have coffee? Health-wise, you know. I know coffee is not good for me, but I love coffee. I enjoy coffee with milk, and it's a choice I've made that in its badness for my body, I'll deal with it with the after effects. You know, it's a choice I made. Intentionally so, you know, and we do that again with if you're going to eat junk food. We know it's not healthy for us, but we're making that choice nonetheless. I don't have to school you and say, "Here's a makunya kiao." I was just gonna, oh wow. Our choice with food, like I was saying, with amakunya, fat cakes, it's just, you know, it's such a momentary thing on your tongue, like 3 seconds on the lips and a lifetime on the hips. That's the choice there. Do you want to take the 3 seconds here because it tastes nice, and the lifetime here, you know? And those are the choices that we make with our food, you know, but we make them unconsciously so, or not engaging enough so, you know. So that's the gift of a choice. Just treat your gift well. Know what your gift is, you know, and make the choices intentionally. So that it doesn't come back to bite you. You know. I don't know. I'm thinking now of another choice of. Give me an example. Like I have so many right now, but I don't want to work on that. I'm thinking again an example of like going to an example of buying a house for our adults. We have a choice. Like you choose where you want to buy your house, and somebody may say no. The bank can only offer me a bond of whatever money, and that money is only enough for a certain place. But I would have loved to go to Stanton. Okay. One may say, I'm not choice. I just had to take what they offered me and bought a house in, I don't want to name places, you know, I don't want to sound judgmental in any way. But there's these two things. We have this much and it can go there, according to you or according to the research you've made. And when I want to go somewhere else, what do you think your choice is there? You can wait it out, work a bit more to grow your bank loan or your bank credibility or whatever, so that you can get to that side. Or you can do other things that can help you to work with this. Yeah? Do you have to buy the house, or can you build a house, start somewhere?
Okay.
Does it have to be a 6-bedroom house now, or you can take that and build something smaller somewhere else where you are happy to do life there than settling for the moment, you know? Choice. Here, another powerful thing is coming through now. Uguti, and I read. I'm sorry to call my thoughts powerful. I don't know, to me, they hit me with force, and I call that powerful, but I don't mean that, other people don't have powerful thoughts. No, that's not what's happening. But I'm just reminded now, Uguti, one of the, when in my studies somewhere, when we're doing the cycles of poverty and the cycles of everything that's entrapping being a cycle, we then learn to a poverty mind wants satisfaction now. A poverty mind doesn't want to wait. And that is why people from poverty-stricken places struggle to grab the concept of investment. So what does that mean? If we offer somebody who is in a cycle of poverty, if we offer them 1,000 rands now or 10,000 rands in 6 months, what would they choose? They're going to choose 1,000 rand now. They will not see that actually a 10,000 rands is more. Because even if I was to give you 1,000 rands every month for 6 months,
Minimum
it
amount
doesn't get to
to
10,000. It doesn't amount to that. Do you understand? So that's what poverty does to people, in terms of not realizing the gift of choice. You know, like, no, I'm hungry now. I want this now. But then it ends, and then what? You know, so being just present in our time of choosing, you can say, wait, hang on,
Not now.
not now. Can I live another day, few days, few months, or while I'm doing that? Because I can't just wait it out like I'm waiting. No, you can't do that. While you're waiting, within your choice, you need to be active.
Yeah.
You need to be participative in something, you know. So why? So that your mind is occupied with something else. Time, time is cut. Time is moving forward, and you're being productive. And as you keep walking, you're coming across other things that will educate you in some other areas of your life. And before you know it, 6 months later, I say, Peggy, like, oh, I'm catching up. I've got 10,000 rands. I did wait it out. You know, rather than, okay, 1,000 rand time bills I ten groceries and yes, a 1 week or 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I don't know, 1,000 rand depending on that type of a family, you know. But then that's gone. But could we have done other things? Did we have a chance to think progressively forward? You know, so do we need to realize each choice is a gift? I think we do. I think we need to.
Sure.
You look shocked.
I've just been schooled.
Oh, is that what is
Yes.
happening? Oh, okay.
Yes, and
Okay.
I hope you took your own, because I took my own script in here.
Did you realize how you may have missed moments of making choices?
I just did, and that's what hit me. I'm thinking to myself, oh, but I had that choice to make, and I didn't make a choice. I didn't make a wrong one or a right one. I just didn't make. I don't understand that I had that gift.
Okay.
It's within me.
Yeah.
It's in my rights. It's in my power. It's in my authority. I didn't. It just felt like, yeah, that's there, and okay, we move.
Wow. You know, when you say that again, I'm remembering this couple I had to sit down with last week or so ago, and this lady says, I get numb when there's a fight in the house, and I don't know what to do, and then I just walk away. Okay, so do you realize that is a choice you made? She says, I don't even know if it was a choice. I just knew that I must just get myself out of this space. Okay, so it was a choice because you acted, you went, but you could have done something else as well. Then we went through the whole process of how to equip her when that moment comes again. What to do? How can you make the situation better for everybody? Especially because in her case, those fights would happen, and not that she's a common denominator, but the person that she brought in the house is the common denominator with the fight. So in a way she is, because we are all are everybody, you know. So how can you save this moment? How can you save everybody there? When those moments happen, you cannot afford to take the choice of going numb, because you know what this looks like now.
Yeah.
You must be present again and say, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna lock eyes with the one I need to save. And I'm gonna communicate that I'm coming to take you and walk with you out of this space. Because if you do that, because no one's gonna fight you or them.
Yeah.
They respect you, but they're gonna respect him because he's also not doing anything. He's just walking out with you. And that's a better choice to make, because then it saves everybody. It also takes you out of your numbness to take control of the situation. And that's a choice that you're going to make.
Okay, so not making a choice is also a choice.
It's also a choice, but it doesn't work for you.
Yeah.
That is not going to serve you. So it doesn't help you to not make a choice. It doesn't serve you to bury your head in the sand. That's not good. Why? Because your whole palm is outside. And so by that, you're still going to get crushed, you see. So make the right one. So again, the scripture says, I have placed before you life and death. Choose life. I have placed blessings and curses. Choose blessings. I have placed you. So he's not saying you're never gonna go through nothing. He did not promise us that. And who's he? Our creator. He did not promise that it's gonna be easy. You're just gonna. The only promise that he made is, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there. So I personally saw him with the accident scenario, like that there's so many more details that go with that, but we'll talk about that another time. But there alone, I saw the power of choosing and the power of being present when you have to make a choice. Because then that's what's going to save you.
So my own scuffed in. The power of being present.
Yes. In your moment of choosing.
In your
moment of choice. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear your powerful thoughts.
Okay. Yay.
Yeah, but no, that just hit.
You don't want to share anything of yours?
Oh, I feel like I'm starstruck right now.
Okay. Okay.
Your power thoughts are powering me.
Oh wow.
I don't.
While Xiisa is going through this and internalizing this, I trust that you will share, you will comment, and we will have this conversation further.
Yes.
And just share and like and keep subscribing. My pom-pom.
Pa.
Love you lots. See you soon.